Hey y'all, you have a quiz that just has one question. You're asked to basically copy all of these things that I have written below, but this video is going to help you know how to do that in Canvas using their equation editor that they have. Now, the way these questions will be set up is as an essay question, so you'll just see a box that you can type in. Notice if I scroll down here, you've got just a big box. What we need to do is be able to click on this little icon here that is the insert math equation. When you do that, we're going to get this pop-up and I'm going to show you how to use these different boxes to get what needs to be done. So I've just picked on a few examples. You'll have to copy those ones that you see for this quiz, but I'm going to show you what you need to know with these examples. So say I did all the math with the formulas. Okay, chapter 13 uses a lot of formulas that involve algebra. So here's just a couple examples of what you might see as you go through here. So first up, I want to type in this fraction. It's got an exponent and a fraction involved, so it covers two little pieces here. So back to our quiz. To find a fraction, you always want to do that first. Okay, it's this n over m. So we'll click on that and the fraction is created. Then you just want to do your whole numerator first, and that was 3x squared. So I'm just typing 3 on my keyboard. Okay, x on my keyboard. But then to get an exponent, you use this superscript button here, and that just takes you up high. Then we can do squared. To do something else or to get out of that exponent, you just hit your right arrow to get down, and then it was -1, and we're done with the numerator. On the denominator, I just hit the down arrow on my keyboard, and then I can click the number 2, and that's it, we're done. Okay, it inserts that just like we saw, okay? Next up, we want to do sine squared. So again, we're going to have to use that superscript to get the squared. Okay, but what you can do for this is still just type in, just hit enter there. Okay, click on your math equation again. We can just type in sine. So S-I-N, I just typed it in. It changed because it's recognizing that that really is the sine function. But then we're going to do superscript again, squared. Remember, hit over to get out of that exponent. A lot of times you can just use x here, but I want to show you where to find theta as well for those cases. Theta is a Greek letter, so over on your tabs up at the top, you hit that Greek, and then it's got all these different Greek letters. We just want theta right there. And then we're done, insert equation. Okay, last one that you might see is maybe involving radicals, square root symbols. Now, this expression looks random and strange, but it actually is one of the very common exact values that show up with trig functions, just like radical 3 over 2 shows up, this expression does. So, okay, what we're going to do is just go back here and create another equation. So, hit insert math equation. Remember, we always want to create the fraction first if there is one, so hitting that n over m. And then our square root symbol is right beside it. We won't need to use this nth root, just use the square root for all these ones. And then the number 2 was first. Again, you want to arrow over to get out of that square root symbol just like you would with the exponent. If you don't, and I just hit plus on the keyboard, notice that square root symbol extends out. So we don't want to do that. Make sure you hit over and then plus, square root symbol again, and the number 6. Then we can arrow down to get to the denominator to put in 4. Insert equation, and that's all we need to do, folks. That should be enough to be able to copy these things that I'm asking you to and submit the quiz.